Uh, hey, today's episode is very different from the rest. Not because I don't have an intro, but because something very horrible happened to me and all associated with Aubrey. If you've been a cuffling for a long time, you might know him as my sister or my co-creator. Well, not anymore. He's not my sister anymore. I've officially kicked Aubrey out of the crew. I won't tell everything, but here's what you need to know. She took advantage of the fact that I was a naive little kid to add his self insert in my show without helping develop my own characters. But he did add one thing that I will keep, but 99 the rest are just his characters that he wrote the lore for. And second, he cheated on his girlfriend, was very selfish, and just really shit in general. He made sex or sexual jokes about minors around 12 to 14 years old. She's 15 at the time, me and Toast are 12 to 13. She was my role model, honestly. It sucked to see her go down this path. We had a lot in common, and I generally thought that she was a really good guy. And there's another thing that I wanted to talk to, his character. At first, Lfae is gonna be psychological horror, but this character turned it into an analog horror, which I didn't really like because of the scary pictures. By the way, if anyone wants to make an AU where bite exists, I'd say go for it. I'm not limiting your creativity, but beware that the creator is a horror guy and do not interact with him. Anyways, Binary Bite, or Just Bite, is a character of Aubrey's. He supposedly sends and unsends childhood best friend. They met on another planet, which they went to another planet because, yeah, they met on another planet. And eventually, Bite got sued away by Adblock because Bite was caught making a devil deal with them, and by Tattletale, which made Adblock seal White away and move to another planet out of fear. Adblock is a very flawed mother, but she's a mother nonetheless. And White is sealed away for 20 years. That made him go insane. And you know how old internet safety systems can compete against modern malwares? Exactly how White got out. He found Zen in a competition and decided that he wanted to talk to them. He also made deals with the contestants to remove the trauma for a line of code of their object form, because White is humanoid and objects can't comprehend that. This actually goes against Lfae's original lore, because the whole point of contestants being there is to find an exit to their problems through money, pay for therapy or pay for hospital bills. And that's why it's called looking for an exit. If they just made the deal, it just became pointless and hard to write. And eventually he's gonna have this epic final battle to the death with Baggy, but that doesn't really fit with the show. Baggy is just a kid who's trying to figure out how to move on. He realistically can't gain fighting skills out of nowhere. And especially not because I can't animate fight scenes that well. And in we originally would have another competition show with Spawns hosting and Sin co-hosting, how the tables have turned, The plot of that season was Sin slowly learning to trust Bite again and eventually got their friendship back. I'm still gonna make it canon that Sin has Turbang and Shek as their best friend. You see them in shorts, but if I ever find you see them in shorts if I ever find the idea to make a story presenting their friendship. That's all there is to Bite. The original reason why I even wrote Lfae in the first place is to explore deeper into the concept of hosting turning people evil. I got that from Donut in BFB and Beans show. I'm really not eating as much as I used to because I felt nauseous all the time and it was really difficult to swallow without feeling the urge to puke. Even drinking water is difficult. I'm doing a lot better now since I recover incredibly fast from situations, but I still need a few days to recover. But a good but the good thing about this situation is that I found out that someone is a bad person way before the first episode, so I don't have to feel betrayed when I was closer to them than now. Please stay safe out there, everyone. Don't trust everything you see on the internet. I'll see you guys next episode.